I was looking on Amazon recently for a capture card since my dad wanted to record some of his gameplay when I came across this card for only $10. The description of the card states that it records in 1080p 60 FPS with 4K pass-through, so I had to give it a try, and $20 later, I have the card. How is it? I like it. Let's get into some footage. For a quick comparison, here's the A video next to the original Elgato HD. The Elgato still holds up today in my opinion, but it being stuck to 1080-30 sucks for those who wish to record at higher frame rates. While the comparison footage is playing, let's go through some quick specs. This is a USB 3 HDMI 2.0 card that does 1080-60 capture and up to 4K 60 pass-through. You technically can record in 4K, but only at 18 frames per second. This card also has two 3.5mm audio ports for input and output, so you can record the game and your mic at the same time. Since the card is UVC, no matter the operating system you use, this card is ready to record, no drivers needed. The latency on the card is surprisingly pretty good. I don't know the exact measurements, but when I was setting up for my dad, I played a quick match of Warzone through the OBS preview window and it felt pretty good. I wouldn't recommend it, but it was serviceable. All that said, it's pretty good quality though, ain't it? I think so at least, and personally, I think it's got the Elgato beat. For $10, there isn't much I can complain about, but I can. So I will. First off, the card records in the MJPEG color compression format by default and not YUI2, which results in worse looking footage. It's not terrible by any means, but it's not the most efficient. It being recorded in MJPEG leads to the footage having more artifacting, especially at lower bit rates. This also contributes to its soft looking image. So make sure to change the color format mode to YUI2 in your recording software. Second, the colors are very green leaning for some reason. The footage looks like the green channel is tilted ever so slightly up, and for some reason, anytime you unplug the card and plug it back in, any changes you made in the properties to fix this green tint is undone. So unless you don't mind remembering your values, it's probably best to use a color correction filter in whatever software you use to record. But me being me, I wanted to try to make this card look the best it can, so I put some editing magic on it, and this is what I got. A simple bit of color correction and upscaling, and this went from okay to fantastic. If you're in the market for this capture card or others similar, I'll leave the LUT I made in the description so you don't have to mess with the settings to get the footage to look good. This should work well in every game, but obviously I can't say if it'll look great on everything since I only sampled it in a few. I do recommend using some form of upscaling in post to help with the clarity of the recording, but even if you don't, I think the footage still looks great. One thing to keep in mind though is that these cheap cards do have a reputation of being hit or miss. A lot of people report these cards overheating and burning themselves out after a few uses, and lots of people report these cards working perfectly fine in bad conditions. I took mine apart to check the internals, and the company behind this card put a heatsink on the chip. Whether or not this will help the card from burning up is yet to be seen, but they do tout having overheating protection in the Amazon listing, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If anything, just don't subject your card to bad conditions. Give it some breathing room if you plan to record or stream for a long time. I'll have a link to the card in the description if you're interested, and let me know if any of you decide to get the card, because for only $10, this is everyone's way to get into making videos without balling out on expensive gear, and I'm all here for it. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you for watching this far. Give me beso, and I'll see y'all in the next video whenever I get to it. Deuce.